Please like and subscribe.
You know.
No, we don't. What kept you so long?
Making out with someone?
It's nothing important. Can we move on? Your clubs are over, right? Let's grab a coffee.
Yeah, I am so down with that.
If there's caffeine, count me in!
Life is a god-tier game, or so one famous copypasta goes. But from where I stand, that's total BS. You get crapped on because of your looks, build, age, things you can't help. Doesn't matter how hard you try, if your health fails you in a clutch, you lose. It's full of all these absurd rules that everyone accepts. I'm a good example. It's not like Nakamura and I are friends. We only wound up playing TAC-FAM because he heard I was good at it. But usually, I hardly talk to anyone. Absurd and unbalanced. That's how life is. And I know what some people would say to me. You suck at it because you're not trying hard enough. Sure. As if the people who think that aren't biased and born with maxed out stats. Like they have any right to talk. Must be nice blazing through life on easy mode like a noob. What do they know about real gaming? Anyway, I've dominated enough titles to know how reality stacks without even playing. And the game of life is garbage.
Phone!
No name. He's gotten better. Not just from studying my moves either. He refined his counter strategy too. This could be close. Still, I'm better at fighting maneuvers and combo building. He's already got me beat at dodging multi-attacks though. We're almost complete opposites. At my level, I rarely get trapped by combos. I'm not alone. Most of the other top players are better at offense. But not this opponent. No name. For someone who's nationally ranked second after me, he's super experienced at defense. Which would mean he's training. Now it makes sense. He's been eating my moves, learning how to dodge them. So one day, he can defeat me.
Game set! Winner! Phone!
I better start watching my back. A DM?
Anyway,
The rumor should already be going around. How I took on Nakamura.
Please make sure you take good notes.
I haven't heard anyone say a word yet. Then he must have guessed what happened. And they're treading lightly.
Enough talk. Let's go grab some lunch. Good idea.
Wonder what's on the menu.
Hold it! You're on duty today, Shuji.
What? Are you sure?
Lunch is gonna have to wait. First, you have to come with me to the staff room.
Nah, what a pain.
Aoi Hinami. The best student in our grade. Even at sports. She's the top female athlete in our school. Track and field all-star. A classic Japanese beauty with brains to match. She has a simple innocence to her. The perfect heroine. Loved by everyone at school. Going here's all we have in common. Being around her, I don't feel a sense of likability as much as sheer awe.
Hey, Tomozaki!
Who, me? I mean, hey.
I heard a rumor you played TAC-FAM with Shuji.
Yeah. I guess word got out?
Everyone's talking about it. So, which of you guys won?
Well,
Not like it really matters, but he did.
Wow, you kicked your butt, huh?
It's a dumb game. Come on, Aoi. Let's go.
Gotta run. Just ignore him. See you later.
Whose side are you on?
When the weekend came, I went to the rendezvous point to meet No Name. I accepted his invitation because I was curious to see just what sort of person he was in real life. This player who had the potential to beat me. A skirt? Is that you? No Name?
Sure is. Which would make you? Wait, what?
Oh, no way, you?
Just Just hang on a sec. I need to gather my thoughts here. You're Tomozaki from school, and yet somehow... you're also Nanashi?
Yeah, that's right. You're no name? So weird.
Well, this sure sucks.
Huh?
I had high hopes, meeting my rival, but it turns out he's a loser. I've gotta stop getting so carried away when it comes to playing TACFAM.
Sorry?
It's nothing. Forget about it. I understand if I startled you. In my head, I pictured you somehow different. Bet you did too.
Well, sort of.
But now, we know who the other is and nothing will change that.
I mean, finding out it was you all along is kinda a shock, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm disappointed. To think that Nanashi, the one person I respected, is really a total nobody. Without any direction in life or motivation, is just...
Hey, hold on, you didn't have to put it like that, you know?
Well, it's the truth now, isn't it?
Doesn't matter if it is. Some things are better left unsaid. It's rude being so blunt to someone you hardly know. That's all that I meant.
Yeah, fine. It was rude, and I apologize for saying it. But if you ask me, that outfit you're wearing is plenty rude, too.
People are free to dress however they want.
But there should be a minimum effort taken when meeting someone for the first time. Look at you! Dirt-caked sneakers, jeans with tattered hems, shirt full of wrinkles. And what about all this? Did you even consider fixing your hair when you got out of bed? You have a point, though. It's still rude, even if it's true. I apologize again. I'm sorry. I don't feel like discussing TACFAM anymore. I'll see you, Nanashi.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, what is it?
You were born with high initial stats. Never once have you had to walk in my shoes. Life must be a breeze for you, huh? But it's not for me. I'm a bottom-tier character, awkward and ridiculed, with zero confidence in my communication skills. Like there's any way I can compete against characters in your league. Life's unfair without rules. You can work hard and still get nowhere. It's a garbage game. You wouldn't understand. I hate normies like you. Going around in packs with your rich offline lives, pretending to have fun and never doubting yourselves. Even if I have a reason to be confident, I'll still second-guess myself. Whenever I'm in groups, I feel alone. That's life, and there's no changing it. This is who I am, and I'm fine with that. Being a loner suits me, and it's fun in its own way. So spare me, and don't force your values on others!
You sound like a sore loser to me.
What the hell?
You hate our fulfilling offline lives that much? Makes sense considering you've never even bothered experiencing a normie life. I'm right. You've never had a taste of what it's like, so you attack those who have. Like I said, you're a sore loser. So life is garbage, huh? You ought to be ashamed for losing and then blaming it on the game. Zero effort, no reflection. You don't deserve to be called a true gamer.
I get what you're trying to say, but still, in real life, you can't change your fighter.
What do you mean by that?
Look at me. If I were a top-tier character like you, attractive, smart, athletic, of course things would be way different. I could...
Come with me.
What the... How did this happen? Hello? You must be, I'm guessing you're Aoi's younger sister? Or maybe older?
So what do you think?
Huh?
I'd say a C, maybe C+. It's me, Aoi, duh.
Huh?
All I did was wash off my makeup. You don't have to act that surprised. I'm proving a point about character differences. Do you get it now? A little effort can go a long way when it comes to your appearance stats.
Sure, but then again, I'm a guy. It's not like I can go around wearing makeup. I'm stuck with the face I was born with. Just a low-class character with low-class looks.
You really don't know anything, do you? A person's appearance is dependent on just two factors. They are your expression and your posture.
Okay, but I'm kinda stuck with the face I've got.
You're making this out to be bigger than it is. Look at my face. Expression! Posture? Voila!
Whoa!
All you need is to perfect both elements. Suddenly your looks will be close to normie level. You assume my base stats are naturally high, but they're not. I was an ordinary person. And heck, to be honest, I would say below average. At least through grade school. So believe me when I say I know firsthand. You can increase your communication and confidence stats if you put in the effort. I've lived by that system. Gotten through a lot on will alone. But try as I might, I could never beat Nanashi and TACFAM. In my eyes, he got to that point because he was more driven than me, and I respected him for that. Then, when I meet him in the game of life, not only do I find out he's losing, he's given up. Just some noob who's running around scared. And that infuriates me! It's horrible! Unforgivable! If I'm getting beat by a worthless jerk, doesn't that make me worthless too? Life's neither unreasonable nor unbalanced. It may look like a chaotic mess if you don't look that close, but in actuality, it has a beautiful structure consisting of simple rules. Fact, it's the ultimate game and you are missing out. Fumiya Tomozaki. No, Nanashi. I'll be your guide, teaching you the rules one by one on your quest. And when I'm through with you, you'll play like you mean it.
Listen, I've already told you how I feel about life. Thanks. But you're not being especially convincing.
I see.
However, what you said about not putting in the effort and blaming the game, there's nothing I hate more than that. It's a gamer's greatest shame.
Wait a sec, there's Nanashi.
That's right. But I can't overlook the fact that you're no name. I've watched you play. I can see all the effort you put in. You're the one player I respect. Thing is, doesn't matter. We'll probably never see eye to eye. Alright, there's something I want to ask you. You said life is a god-tier game. Tell me, exactly where does it rank?
Let's see, I'm still playing it, but I would say it's in first place.
That figures. Life always comes out on top for them. They look down on all other games, see them as inferior. They only compare existence to one and call it amazing because they've snubbed everything else out there.
Definitely first place. In the top spot without any competition. Right alongside TACFAM. Maybe I should have sold life harder and said it was the better game. That would feel like a betrayal, though. It's god tier, but I can't put TACFAM below it. Disappointed? You are the TACFAM master after all. It might not be worth your time to try out another game that's as challenging. You've played the best.
Her words. I can't believe this, but somehow they've moved me.
Wow, did I screw up, comparing the two. I should have considered that first and put it higher up on the list. Seriously, Aoi, you really need to get your habit of obsessing over that game under control.
I've been playing TACFAM entirely for myself. And while I was called awesome online, I never got recognition in person. I devoted so much time to being the best at it, and saw results. I didn't need anyone's stamp of approval. I believe with all my heart it's a god-tier game, and for me, that's all I needed. But now, here's Aoi Hinami, a pro at life, telling me it's a game just as engaging as TACFAM. It feels like my efforts are finally being recognized. Maybe I'm contradicting myself. I said life was trash, and TACFAM is the pinnacle of gaming. And yet, the tireless effort I thought no one cared about is being appreciated. And of all people, I'm getting affirmation from her. If life is god tier, and it's the way you're describing it,
Oh, it is.
the gamer in me wants to give it a shot.
Ah, so now you believe what I said?
No, not entirely. But I know this. You can't judge whether a game's godly or garbage unless you play it for yourself. It's settled. I'll try to give it a go and find out, like a true gamer would.
There's our Nanashi.
I'm ready to start, so hit me with the basic rules.
Alright. Life's an open-world game with tons of freedom. And with that amount of control, what do you typically get to do first?
Let's see. Customize your character?
Exactly!
Huh? What was that? Just now?
We're beginning with your character. Start paying attention.
No, before that.
Before what? Stop daydreaming. Now shut up and put one of those on.
Face masks?
If we're discussing this further, we're doing it over pasta. Ready? Watch closely. So this is me with pretty mode engaged. And this is when it's deactivated.
Interesting.
Just raise the corners of your mouth, and suddenly you leave a good first impression. From this point on, except when you're eating, you'll be wearing one of these masks. While grinning. Going about your business constantly beaming. With enough training, we'll work those muscles and get your smile looking natural.
Thank you, and enjoy.
Next week, we'll meet at the old school, Sewing Room 2, half an hour before and after class to go over your daily tasks, and afterwards, review your performance. If we're doing this, we do it right.
Hopefully you won't go overboard. Yikes. She's definitely a gamer, all right.
Oh yeah, it almost slipped my mind. So technically, this was an offline meeting between No Name and Nanashi.
Sure, I guess so. What's wrong?
Well, we met in person and all.
Yeah, we did.
Ugh, bruh! Don't you get it? You know when that happens, we're supposed to exchange TACFAM friend codes. Remember?
What are you doing, Fumiya? You're creepy enough as it is. So no need to put in extra effort. You already embarrassed me enough at school.
Here we are, the start of day number 1. Well, atmosphere's kinda neat, huh?
Yeah, feels like an abandoned building.
Right then. You're playing the game of life. And just like every other game, this one has achievements. Since I'm the pro here, I'll help you reach them, okay? I present your ultimate goal, to be as satisfied with offline life as I am.
Way ambitious. And by that, I mean impossible.
You'll gradually work your way up to this level. You're gonna grind in the meantime, with medium and small goals.
That's exactly the same way I went about training for TACFAM.
Then you understand. That'll save us some time. We'll start with a small goal. Get a family member or close friend to ask you, "Hey there, Fumiya, do you have a girlfriend?"
Sorry?
Make them notice something about you is different. How you glowed up, or how they didn't recognize you. Basically, a visible change. Anything that shows there's been improvement to your appearance and vibe.
Yeah, alright.
Next up, your mid-range goal. These early tasks I'm assigning you help level you up to reach that ultimate one. And the most important of these would be this. Have a girlfriend before starting your 3rd year of high school.
Huh?
But like I said, we'll start you off easy and work our way up. Today's task is this. You're going to talk to at least 3 girls at school.
She's insane. These hurdles are way too high for a new game. I'm at the lowest level imaginable. My character would talk to girls? Not only that, she wants me to date someone? It's way unreasonable. And yet, Aoi, I mean, No Name, she's asking me and being totally serious. In which case, I have no choice but to go through with this. Can't lie though, I'm nervous about starting to play ribbon or a necktie. But there's an unspoken understanding that the unpopular girls aren't allowed to wear the latter, part of the social order. Hinami's notes for today's goal involve a couple of parameters. Who I should speak to and what I should say. 2 of the girls for this next task belong on Team Necktie.
First on the list, we have your desk neighbor, Yuzu Izumi. The next girl sits beside you in home ec, my friend Minami. The 3rd girl you speak with will be up to you. Now, let's discuss what you'll talk about.
Sorry, but you got a sec, Izumi?
What's up?
Nothing big. I've got this cold, and was wondering if you had any tissues.
Oh, sure. Hang on.
An important thing to remember is that when you're talking to someone for the first time, you need a straightforward icebreaker. And since I've got you wearing a face mask, a cold will make a great in.
Sorry, but I'm all out.
That's cool. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Kikuchi, do you have any tissues?
I sure do. Help yourself.
Here.
Thanks a bunch.
Erika, that discontinued eyeshadow you were telling
So,
me about? I can't find it anywhere.
Thanks as well.
Sure thing.
This is Fuka Kikuchi. Surely a conversation with her counts towards the total.
Tomozaki?
Yeah? What is it?
Why are you grinning like that?
Because I have a toothache, not because I'm a creep. You see?
Does that help with the pain?
Pokety poke, poke.
And one final thing. As a precaution, when you talk to these girls, make sure I'm somewhere nearby. Just in case anything goes wrong.
Next up is Minami Nanami. She's in track and field with Hinami. And another class darling. Nanami's here, but Hinami hasn't arrived yet. Which means I can lay low for now. Hey, not like this is me getting cold feet, I'm just following her instructions.
Why are you here so early, Tomozaki?
What the hell? I can't very well ignore her after she's talked to me first. Maybe I should tell her the real reason.
Hello?
I'm here extra early to talk to you.
Yeah?
If I said that, I'd sound like some kind of psycho stalker.
Words to Tomozaki.
What do I do? How do I respond? Oh, no reason, really.
No reason, huh? You know what? I totally get that.
Now what am I supposed to do? The conversation's stalled. I've got to keep it going. Gotta admit, that's fantastic.
What do you mean?
Well, just now, I said no reason, which is this basic dead-end reply, but you still understood me. And I mean, isn't it great how teenage girls can be so empathetic? Never mind.
Why are you talking like some middle-aged geezer?
I'm not. I was just commenting on young women these days.
How old are you anyway?
No, what I meant was, look, I've noticed teenage girls nowadays seem more empathetic than you would expect. It's impressive. Also, you say sit to describe different stuff, which is fine.
You literally sound like you're some kind of special guest on a talk show.
Mimi, what'd I miss?
Hey, Tama! Our itty-bitty Tama's here!
Get out and answer me! Why are you laughing?
So you see, Tomozaki was going on about... Now, how do you put it? You can tell it better.
I want to know what's so funny, Tomozaki. Explain it.
Huh?
Best of luck to ya!
So, oh boy. Basically, I was explaining how...
Why's everyone worked up?
You have got to listen to how hilarious Tomozaki is when he talks.
Huh? This guy's funny?
So let's hear it.
Yeah, tell us the joke.
It's not a joke. It's just that I got to class early and Nanami asked me why. When I said no reason, she replied with, I get that. So then, I said I was impressed with how empathetic teen girls are these days. And then she started laughing and, you know.
Dang right I did!
And? That's it?
In a word, yeah.
That's not funny at all, right?
Nope, not in the slightest.
That's only because the three of you have a busted sense of humor.
No, you're definitely the weirdo here.
Huh? Nakamu, you meanie! What's so bizarre about me? How could you not find that funny?
Let's put it to a vote then. Who thinks Mimi's the weirdo here?
Me!
I count 3 votes. Now who thinks I'm the strange one?
Me! Me, me, me! Me, 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 me!
Natsubayashi's been acting strange this entire time. Don't blame her. I mean, what's even happening? If she's the only one who doesn't vote, I have a feeling things will get real awkward. The best move is to keep quiet.
Me too. I'm backing Mimi on this.
I don't recall anyone asking for your opinion.
Oh? I was listening too, so why not? I wonder, are you acting this way because you lost to Tomozaki and TAC Fam? Picking on him because you're salty. For real though, could you be a bigger man, baby? It's no mystery why Shimano dumped you, I guess. Please, younger guys are so not worth the trouble.
Sounds just like her! Shut up! That's not funny!
Right. So Mimi and I make 2 votes. Who else?
Nakamoto's so weird.
Look who's talking!
Tama for the win!
4 votes confirm Shuji's the one with the bad sense of humor.
Thanks for playing along!
The majority has spoken loud and clear.
I bet you want payback, huh? You should play Tomozaki and TACFAM again.
Yeah, alright. I will have my vengeance.
Sure. You just name the time.
And then he turned into like this total yikes.
Thanks for stepping in back there. You were so cool.
It's alright, Hanabi. Really.
I'm glad. I was about to ruin everything again.
Yeah, I could tell by your face that you needed some help.
Great job out there, Tama. You did good, kid. Whoa, that tickles! Come on!
Would you prefer here?
Excuse me?
You're just taking things a little too far, Mimi.
Too far? Didn't think I'd hear that from you.
Hey now! Stop it, please!
Is our owie ticklish? Let's see. Maybe right around here.
Wait a sec. That's not fair.
What?
Did I call your bluff?
As if I'm any match for you.
All right. Enough sexy escapades.
In love with Allie as ever, I see.
Keep telling yourself that. Still, I wanted to thank you for earlier, too.
What'd I do? You can be real complicated sometimes. Try Tamaro.
Hey now, give it a rest. Just let me tell you I'm grateful.
Real quick. Hinami?
Huh?
Nakamoto was about to skin me alive. Thanks a ton.
Hey, no biggie. I was eavesdropping on you guys' conversation. And you know you're funnier than I thought you were.
It was like he was on a talk show, right?
Come on, seriously, Nanami?
I can't help it. Also, it's me.
You know what? Yeah, it's only the teachers that call her Nanami. And what do you prefer?
Doesn't matter to me.
So, Tama?
Question. Why call her that? Her name's Hanabi Natsubayashi.
We call her that because people say Tamaya when they see fireworks, right? AKA Hanabi, plus it's super huge.
Bingo. You're fine with it, aren't ya?
Not like you'd stop it if I wasn't.
Remember how I roasted Nakamura earlier? It had to be done for your sake.
How so?
Well, he's been holding this major grudge against you ever since you kicked his butt in TACFAM. People won't even mention it to him. Since he's a popular member of our class, if students catch on that he's being rude to you, you could find yourself on shaky ground. Which is bad news for a successful real life. It was important to defuse his emotion bomb as soon as we could.
Diffuse?
Yeah, by bringing it up in front of everyone and turning it into a joke. See?
You know, you make it sound so easy, but...
Plus, I was probably the only one who could have pulled it off. No one else had the guts.
She can be pretty terrifying. In any case, you really came through for me. Thanks again.
No problem. Now then, what else did you pick up on today?
For starters, I'm an awful conversationalist. I don't know the appropriate things to bring up.
Even so, it got pretty lively in home ec earlier. For someone just starting out, I'd say today's practice was a huge success.
You think?
Unfortunately, you whiffed everything else. You showed your smile and blew your nose in full view. You should be sinking into the floor after such a shameful display. No, wait a minute. On second thought, even the Earth's core isn't low enough for you.
Her good cop, bad cop routine is giving me whiplash.
So, are there any other concerns that you want to address?
Let me see. That thing with Tama. She seemed kind of... off.
She can be extremely stubborn or just sincere. No matter what the mood is, she'll refuse to simply go along with it. That's why Mimimi and I like her, and we're a good match. Unlike Nakamura, or anybody else who winds up trying to dominate the tone of the group's conversation as far as that goes. They've both gotten into their little spats before. I don't think Nakamura means anything bad. He just wants her to relax and go with the flow once in a while.
Oh, sounds like a huge pain.
I wish Mimimi or I could always be there to take care of her, but that's not real life, and it's tough. Alright, I think that's enough for today. We'll start correcting your posture tomorrow, so come prepared. Your mind and body are linked, so improving your posture will change the way you act and feel.
Like this?
Now hold it.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Checking your butt muscles. I'm assessing their strength, not being a pervert. Next, step away from the wall.
Right. I didn't think standing straight would be so hard.
That's because you're using muscles you haven't built up yet. Whenever you're standing, this will be your posture.
All the time?
And you can take off the mask for now, as long as you promise not to slouch. Also, I have an additional task. Talk to me as well as someone from my circle of friends, like Mimimi or Hanabi. You'll perform this task several times over the course of each day, every day for the rest of the week.
There you go again, making it sound easy.
Clench those cheeks! Getting back to the medium goal.
Ah, yes. Have a girlfriend before starting my 3rd year, right?
This'll help lay the groundwork for that. Before you get that far, you'll continue talking to different girls, while I evaluate their reactions to your conversations. That should narrow down who you should get close to, and what skills you should be practicing.
You've thought of everything.
Of course I have! Before you enter a boss fight, it's common sense to check if your level's high enough to handle the battle ahead.
Sure enough. These game metaphors are helping me realize we're on the same page.
I'm walking home with Hashiguchi, Matsumoto, and Mimimi after school. You're coming, and chatting with us.
Are you still doing strength training?
Sure am.
And not just at club meetings either.
What group's he working on?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, is that right? I guess that includes the butt muscles too, huh?
Butt muscles?
Sure! I mean, you gotta work those glutes out.
Do you? Like some at-home training, or...?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
The secret to her sizzling physique? It's all in that booty, baby.
Sorry about that. You saved me.
Don't worry about it. Now, don't freak out, but you should know. You and Mimimi are both getting off at Kiriono.
Huh?
And don't even think about running away.
I didn't know you lived in Kitayono too.
Yep.
Dude, why are you so nervous?
Well, you've got a lot of energy, don't you?
You know it. I intend to live my life at max speed with a smile on my face.
I'm not sure if that mentality's amazing or exhausting to me.
What do you mean?
Well, after all, aren't there times you don't feel like smiling and being bubbly?
That's when you need to smile the most, or the hard times will be even harder.
I think I follow. Hinami did mention how the body and mind are linked.
The two of you are like buddy-buddy.
Not really.
So anyway, I've been wondering something. Give it to me straight, my dude. Is there something going on between you and Aoi?
Why do you ask that?
Don't pretend like you two haven't been exchanging looks recently. Give me the deets, lover boy.
Come on. I mean, the Aoi Hinami? Like she'd have anything to do with me.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You agreed a little too quickly.
Good one. You can be pretty funny sometimes, Tomozaki.
Not again.
Why don't you let your fun side shine more often? You're always so glum.
That's none of your business. Besides, I'm perfectly fine not having fun every second.
Meaning what?
Well, how to put this? Like, fun isn't always the right answer. Okay, so, you know how I like TACFAM, right?
Yeah, and I hear you're super good. Continue, please.
Well, it's like, I don't play TACFAM because it brightens my mood or anything. I like the game itself and work hard at it. So the fun is more of a bonus.
Huh. You know what it sounds like? You and Tama are kind of similar.
You think so?
She won't bend or let others bend her. Iron personified. For example, even if it'd make a situation more fun, her mood won't change. Unless she's okay with it, that is. What conviction, right? You gotta give her props. On the other hand, take someone like me. I bend over backwards so much you can basically hear my spine popping. Do you think that's admirable too?
Yeah, I would say so.
Truth be told, I'm kinda worrisome. Still though, my worries are small potatoes compared to what Tama can go through.
I was picking up on that. She seems to have it rough.
I know, right? Which is why I use my powers for good and do whatever I can to protect that girl.
What's admirable is how you support each other.
That's right, mutual support. I suppose you could say I'm the one who does most of the heavy lifting, but I'm happy handling the job. Well, I'm down here. See you later.
Yeah, later.
Sounds like you did pretty well.
Surprisingly, I could handle the topic while Mimimi kept up the energy level.
That may be true. But from what I've seen, you seem to be decently skilled at saying whatever's on your mind.
Wait, doesn't everybody know how to do that?
Well, you would think so. Take Mimimi. She's super personable. But is she good at saying what she's thinking?
I get what you're saying. She's better at agreeing with those around her.
Then there's Hanabi. She has no problem speaking her mind. Even to a fault.
I can see that.
You've talked with a bunch of people so far. How many people can actually pull off her vibe?
Not that many come to mind. So it's rare? Guess it is hard for most people to say what's on their mind.
It's ultra rare, in fact. That's your weapon, your strong point, your killer technique. If you ever find yourself in trouble, fall back on that skill.
I'll try to.
Notice anything else while boosting your conversational XP?
Let me think. Yeah, I did actually. The division of conversational roles.
So anyway, check this out. Yesterday after school,
Mimimi always starts phrases with check this out or so yesterday, etc. Basically, introducing new topics.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me once before too.
And then, someone expands on the subject. I've noticed, often you're the one playing that role. I mean, everyone in the conversation contributes in some way, but only a select few members, like you or Mimimi, will start a new topic. In short, for a conversation to flow naturally, you need the following two things. Bring up new subjects and expand current ones.
Exactly. Once you have a grasp on both those combos, conversation will become a cinch.
You can't just brush over the fact that's the second time you've said hexactly. Come on. She clammed up.
Fine, I give up. It's sort of a habit of mine. Don't you dare laugh. It's a line from a retro game I liked when I was little. Go Go Oinko, an absolute classic. At first you think it's just some cash grab spin-off. Turns out it has an incredible story and this theme about whether fighting is justified. But setting all that aside, kids really went wild for its unique world design. And of course those adorable characters. It's a fantastic work of art.
Exactly correct! Way to go!
Oh sure, Oinko. I had no clue you were such a big fan of it.
Wait, you know about Oinko? Naturally, Japan's top gamer would. It's just hardly anyone's heard of it, even though it was so famous. We're off topic here. Conversational XP. The following will help boost it. Introducing new topics and expanding on the ones discussed. Here.
Flashcards? Whoa. You wrote these all down? For me?
That way, you'll never run out of things to talk about. Also, you can have this.
A pocket recorder?
The conversation we just had? I secretly recorded the whole thing.
Huh?
Give it a listen. It's good to have a feel for the way you talk.
Yeah, sure.
Now, about our plans for Saturday.
We don't have classes on Saturdays.
That's the point. There'll be plenty of free time. We'll meet at Omiya Station at 11 a.m. sharp. You'll spend the entire day's lessons are cheats for the fashion deprived. Shortcuts for putting together a well-coordinated outfit. Consider this character creation. We're in phase 2.
Huh.
Now let's see. First, I suppose we ought to start with that.
A mannequin?
Right. Employees devote a lot of thought toward making them stylish. Think of him as the store's billboard. When you buy the entire outfit off a mannequin, you're basically borrowing a pro's fashion sense. A cardinal rule of gaming is to learn from veteran players when you're new. The same rules apply to life.
You're right. It's the same for TACFAM.
Yep, so make your choice.
With no prep or anything? Jeez, it's not as easy as it looks. Hey, how about this one?
Yeah, you know what? That could work. Now go over there and ask the sales guy to try on the clothes.
Wait, try on? I kinda thought I could buy the outfit as is.
Not if you want to get the sizing right.
Hey boss, how do you think we ought to dress this one?
There's zero reason to be so nervous. Just walk up and say, hello, I want to try on the outfit this mannequin's wearing. Make it snappy.
Right. I want to try on that mannequin's outfit. Excuse me?
Yes? Can I help you find something?
Well, I wanted to... I want that mannequin.
You want to buy this?
No.
Well, he got a couple of the words right at least.
I give. What kind of training are we supposed to be doing here?
We're just having lunch. There's still some time before your hair appointment.
Hair appointment?
Keep your voice down.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, have you decided what you're ordering?
Let's see. I'm leaning towards the tomato cheese hamburger steak combo.
Good pick. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same. Hey, so before we order, I want to throw out a food proposal.
Sure. What?
Look here. I want it cheese stuffed. Same order, but with the Japanese style sauce. We'll split it. My dish and the tomato cheese. How's that sound to you?
Yeah, that's fine and all, but you must really have a thing for cheese.
And you got a problem with that? I like what I like. By the way, you give that pocket recorder a listen?
Yeah, I did.
Hopefully you picked up on a couple things.
Yeah, sorta. My voice, or maybe the way I think I talk, it felt like it was totally different. I was kinda shocked by it. I honestly didn't know I mumbled so much.
What matters is that you heard it for yourself, and can correct it.
Yeah? You think so?
No doubt in my mind. You rely too much on words.
How do you mean?
You chime in with different phrases like, I see, or, oh right. And that's a good habit, but you always say it in the same tone. That's the reason it always seems to sound like you're muttering through your sentences.
Oh, I see.
Use facial expressions and hand gestures, or you won't get your emotions across. So here's a task for you. While we're enjoying our lunch, you're going to be giving conversational feedback while using only short, vowel-based responses.
Huh? Give me some examples.
Like this. Huh? Oh.
I'm in the presence of a master.
If you can't use a lot of words, your approach will change, which will force you to start conveying emotions by other means. All right, let's see how you sell how you're feeling.
Oh, on it.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yay.
Embrace it. Act like an idiot.
Huh?
You're doing great. To thank me, you should get lunch.
Hey.
Sorry about the wait. Who had the tomato cheese? Huh? Tomozaki?
Huh? Kikuchi, you're...
Huh? Are you kidding? Fuka? I didn't realize you worked here.
Yep, sure do. It's good seeing you too, Hinami.
Talk about a coincidence.
Here you go.
Thanks so much.
I had no idea the two of you were friends. Didn't see that coming.
We sure are. We started talking in home ec class and have been hanging out ever since.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Oh, pardon me. Take your time and enjoy your food.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, certainly was. Good thing we came. I thought about her as a maybe, up until today, that is.
A maybe?
Now I've definitely got my answer. Fuka Kikuchi. She'll be the first heroine of your playthrough.
Whoa, what exactly are we talking about here?
You're gonna make me spell it out? We're gonna play this mission co-op and ensure Fuka becomes your girlfriend.
Me and Fuka dating? What's the hurry?
She's the most promising girl you've spoken to. I picked up on her signals pretty early on. You remember, back when you unsuccessfully tried bumming a tissue off Yuzu?
Yeah.
The thing is, Fuka had her tissues out even before Yuzu asked. A clear sign.
That's a signal?
Please, there's more. You probably think Fuka's nice to everyone she sees. But think back. When she brought our food, she said your name first.
You're right, but it's really not that weird. Saying hi to a classmate?
Yeah, but I was here too.
Huh?
I'm kind of a big deal at our school. You've seen how people act around me, right? I'm like front and center in groups. On top of that, people always greet me by name right off the bat.
Wow, confident much?
Imagine if you saw a boy and girl from school sitting at a table. Which one would you say hello to first?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I can see your point.
I honestly don't know why, but that girl is definitely interested in you.
Wait, I don't know if I even like her, but we're set on making her my girlfriend? Look, I'm not sure about this.
What's the prob? I think Fuka's cute, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same.
Well, Yeah, I agree with you there.
So what more do you need? If you find her attractive, go ahead and make the first move. Then later you can find out for sure if you like her. There's nothing weird about it. Or would you rather give up?
Here's the thing. This whole setup feels a little dishonest. Pursuing a relationship when I don't even know anything about her. But, like I said, I've made up my mind to play the game of life without holding anything back. I'll do it.
Nanashi is breaking out. Enough planning, let's eat.
It's probably gotten cold by now.
Oh, idea. How about afterwards we order dessert?
I'm buying. Oh, not like you'd have an interest in a cheese board, right?
Think again, friendo. I want a New York-style cheesecake.
Oh, amazing places, hair salons. They can even make me look stylish.
Yo, what are you doing?
Me? Nothing. I was just...
Not that I care, but let me ask you.
Morning, Hinami! Listen to this!
It's kinda early for that much energy. What's the fuss about?
So, I think I might have cleared my small goal.
Really? Someone noticed a change. A family member?
Yeah. My sister asked last night.
What's the deal? Did you read a book on how to de-geek?
So?
Good. Although, even though you may have gotten someone to ask you, I was hoping the person would word it slightly different.
I cleared it. A win is a win.
Very well. The first goal has been completed. Nicely done! You've made me proud.
Oh, thanks. Still, my outfit's based on how a mannequin was dressed, and my hair's only this way because of the salon.
Well, that might be true. Consider this. You had the resolve to trust me and do as I say, when you could have backed out. Your efforts to amp up your expressions are paying off, not to mention your posture. So even though you may not have achieved the goal entirely on your own, you did see results, which only happened because you decided to press forward. Give yourself some credit.
Sure, I'll try. Oh.
All right. Now for your next small goal. Spend time with a girl from school who's not me. I want the two of you to go off somewhere alone.
Huh? Me hanging out alone with a girl? Yeah, okay, but isn't that basically the same thing as going on a date?
Not even a repressed middle schooler would have responded that way.
Gee, thanks.
Moving along. You have a new task today. Actually, you'll perform it through the entire week. You're going to talk to Yuzu Izumi at least twice a day.
Oh, wait, back up a sec. Why Izumi? Didn't you say Kikuchi was the heroine in this playthrough?
That's right. But it's not like you can compare real life to some kind of dating sim. If you raise your affection level with one girl, it'll also increase for the other girls. And in turn, make them feel more possessive of you. It'll even improve your status among the other boys.
But going about it that way just feels a little insincere.
How noble. But it's way too early for a loner like you to be concerned with that.
Huh?
Save the chivalry for when you're in a real relationship, bro.
All right, fine. You win. I'll chat with Izumi twice every day this week. Okay?
Good morning.
So tired.
Izumi?
You kind of startled me. What is it? Need something?
So that English assignment we had. Weird, right? It makes you wonder where names like Marcus Pooty originally came from. Funny stuff, huh?
Marcus? Doesn't ring a bell, but it's probably because I haven't completed the assignment yet.
Yeah, okay.
Did you want to ask me something else?
No? Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry for. Are you sure?
Oh, no, wait. I was just... That's it, thanks. What the hell was that? I'm hopeless. Maybe I deserve to fail for being so full of myself. Huh? Why does she get to be late and I can't?
See you later.
Hey, see ya,
Your initiative and expressions get a passing grade. I'm being very generous, though. You should have checked where she was in the assignment.
Well, at least I passed.
Keep up the fight tomorrow, and for the remainder of the week.
But
What now?
nothing. It's just, well,
Stop mumbling and sit straight! Come on, if
We
you
really
think you
need
can
to
skimp on
establish a
posture
new
because I'm
system
lecturing
here.
you, you'd be wrong. You're the kind of person who puts in the effort to tackle a challenge. Just because you're not holding a controller doesn't make this different. By no means am I saying all your hard work will pay off, but for a goal like this, there are many types of awards. As long as you keep trying.
yeah, got it.
Now think about where you stand in terms of a game. At the moment, your equipped gear is cursed, so you're poisoned and confused.
Crappy debuffs. There's no turning back. I keep going. And give it my best shot.
Stop being so uptight. Just chill for once. Show an interest in the person you're talking to. If you're drawing a blank, talk about her clothes or the expression on her face.
Morning, Erika. Hi, Mao. Morning.
How are you?
Hey, Izumi. Good morning.
Oh, morning to you.
Say, is that a different cardigan?
No, it's the one I wear every day.
Right, I thought so. Filled my quota. I'm so beat.
Hey, Tomozaki?
Kikuchi, hi! Funny running into you.
I've been noticing, whenever it's time for us to change classrooms, you like to stop by the library. I like coming here a lot myself, so I'm always like, oh, there's Tomozaki sitting at his table again.
Yep, sitting here reading. I zone out. I wasn't ignoring you. Just secretly coming up with TACFAM strategies while staring blankly at these pages.
I see you're a fan too, of Michelangelo. You're always reading his books.
What is this? A spell? Some code? Truth is, I've just been grabbing a random book from the closest shelf.
I am too. I love his writing style. I'm sorta a fangirl.
Yeah? You don't say. Same here. Big fan.
Whoa, what a coincidence! Doesn't this totally remind you of the Popples on Raptor Isle?
Sure, Raptor. What now?
I guess you haven't read that one yet. Makes sense. The school library doesn't carry it.
Yeah, it looked like some books were missing.
They are. They're hard to come by. You know, it was translated 20 years ago, and ever since then it's been out of print. Unfortunately, not many places have a copy.
Sure, so true. Don't I know?
Tomozaki, not to be forward, but I've never had a conversation like this. So thank you.
No prob.
I feel like I can tell you this.
Huh? What is it?
Just between us. I'm actually, well, writing a novel, and maybe, if you wanted, you could read it and let me know what you think.
Wait, you're writing a novel?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh wow.
I completely understand. I'm being unfair, springing it on you like this.
Well, don't say that. It's no trouble at all, really. I'd love to read it.
You would? Seriously?
If you think I could help.
And next time, I'll have a copy for you.
Sounds perfect.
Just one thing, can we keep this a secret? I haven't shown anyone else the manuscript yet.
Oh, I'll be the first? Are you sure?
Yes, I feel like you would get it. Well, bye. Oh, and Tomozaki. Happy birthday.
Mozun Rekuku?
You actually said Mozun Rekuku? Looks like it's some kind of secret handshake. There's a huge amount of potential here.
You think so? What makes you say that?
Fuka opened up to you in the library and shared something personal. It would be cruel to deny her affections.
She may have a point. I haven't mentioned it to Hinami, but I did sort of promise to take a look at Kikuchi's novel. I screwed up. In a major way.
I'm gonna need some more details.
I haven't read any books by that author, and rather than admitting the truth, I let her believe I had.
Hey, it's an in. What comes next is important, because if you go on a date with her, and you enjoy each other's company, then whether or not you read those books will be irrelevant. A relationship is more complex than liking the same author.
I understand, but it feels like I'm misleading her.
Again with that. Look, ultimately it's your call to make, but don't turn this whole sincerity thing into an excuse to run away and avoid any kind of progress. All of that aside, let's assess this week's task.
You don't have to tell me. I failed, didn't I?
Since you put in the grind, you eked through the level.
Seriously?
View it as a game. You screwed up the conversation with Yuzu and lost big time. So basically, that's a game over. But when it comes time to respawning, you can either start over from the very beginning, or pick up where you left off, using the knowledge you acquired from the previous battle. The question is, what kind of gameplay style do you think you'll be trying?
Next time, I use what I learned, I guess?
Exactly!
And Oinko returns.
Based on everything I know from the game of life, the best route is to keep putting up a fight.
And die. Repeatedly.
Don't be snarky. You're looking at this as if it's a traditional title. Nothing could be further from the truth, though. In fact, IRL game overs are entirely unique.
Unique? Why is that?
Think RPGs. But here, when you lose a battle, you still gain a ton of experience points. For the moment, you've earned all the XP you can from Yuzu. Through that, you've powered up to level 3!
Still only 3, huh? Izumi. I completed my task for the week, so it's not like I need to talk to her. Hey, what's up?
Huh? Tomazaki? You need something?
Well, damn, I'm out of topics.
Hello?
What did Aoi tell me?
If you're drawing a blank, talk about her clothes or the expression on her face.
I've noticed you're acting gloomy.
Am not! So rude! Who asked your opinion?
You're right, my mistake. I'm sure everything's fine. It's no use. I can't take the initiative with her. At level 3, I'll end up losing again.
I heard you're pretty good at TAC-FAM.
Huh?
Teach me.
To what?
What do you think? I'm asking you to show me how to play the game, okay? Together all the time. But recently, he's been staying late after school practicing TAC-FAM.
Probably so he can beat me when we have our rematch.
When I told him I'd be interested in playing too, he said I was too weak and would only slow down his progress. So I bought a copy to practice with on my own and hopefully get better.
But you're not seeing much improvement?
That idiot! Why are boys so clueless? You know Erika from class? Well, she told Shuji that she liked him and he blew her off. I know, the queen bee!
Erika Kono, member of Team Necktie, and the leader of Izumi's friend group.
It wasn't long ago that Shuji and I would hang out constantly, which naturally means I thought maybe he liked me instead of her. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But now he's all like, shut up and quit following me around. Could you help?
Ah, to be young again. So in short, what you're asking me is to help you level up in TAC-FAM until you can win against Nakamura?
Mm-hmm.
I can, but where would we practice?
My place, obviously.
Huh?
What?
Seriously? You're like a monster. Just how many hours of your life have you spent playing this game?
The way you were moving had textbook beginner written all over it, always unleashing attacks that left you open to your opponents. You weren't reacting to what I was doing.
What now?
You're pretty good at the fundamentals, though. The problem's your neutral game. If you use your normal attacks instead of specials...
You're, kind of freaking me out.
Izumi!
Yes, what?
I know what we're gonna have to do.
Training!
Okay, so normally when you jump, you do this. But if you tap the jump button, you get a short hop instead. Master that technique, then we can move on to more complicated maneuvers.
I'll try my best. Huh? Wait. What the?
Yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you can't pull this off, we won't get anywhere.
I'll keep on practicing.
In that case, try using this baby.
Isn't that a stopwatch?
I take it with me everywhere I go to help with button control. Watch this.
Looks like it's broken.
And that's what makes it the perfect training tool. If you don't press the trigger hard enough, the timer keeps going. Now you try.
Sure. Here goes. Ah, dang it. Ah, so what should I do with this?
It's simple, really. Whenever you're going to school, switching classes, or watching TV, I want you to practice your button mashing skills on it every day. Train consistently and you'll pull off a short hop in no time. Second of all, play non-stop at home. There's no better way of improving your game than clocking in extra hours.
I'm sure they'll help out. But, what's with the dramatic posing?
Anyway, at-home practice will consist of memorization. Understood?
Yeah, no.
This is a game I saved between two of the best TACFAM players. The match is unique. Both these titans usually main Found, but here, Nanashi's trying out Foxy for a change. Your homework is to memorize this entire match. I want you to replicate it perfectly.
For real?
You want to learn? Consider this a masterclass of every key technique in the game. Memorize them, and I think you should be good enough to take on Nakamura.
Alright, but how do I even do these crazy moves? That's the part I don't understand.
You'll need to learn them. All of the commands I'm writing down, each is a specific move, and these are the corresponding buttons. Look, see these stick figures? That's your character's position when using the move. The blue area is the attack's range, more or less, while red is where you're invincible.
You don't actually expect me to believe you know every move by heart.
Of course, but these are just for Foxy and Found. I could also list other characters too.
That's unreal.
I know. Want me to write them down?
Yeah, thanks. That'd be amazing. But what's the point of going through so much trouble?
What's the point? The honest truth is, I don't play TACFAM for any particular reason. For me, it's not about making friends or being praised for my skill.
You can't be serious. It's a game.
Mind if I ask you something? What do you think a game is, anyway?
Well, all I'm saying is, when you're this good, it's not a lot of fun for anyone else. It's a total turnoff and people will think you're weird. Surely that's gotta bother you.
Do I care about what other people think of me, you mean?
Well, don't you?
It's not as if I don't care. What I do hate is setting a goal to become stronger, and then finding out that I'm not able to achieve it.
It's gotta suck, though, being an outsider. I don't think I've ever seen you enjoying yourself at school or socializing with our classmates.
Stop making this about me! In my opinion, there's more to life than just laughing with a group of friends.
For you, maybe. But I can't ever see myself feeling that way. It's just not the person I am. Or maybe I've been like this for so long, I wouldn't know how to change even if I wanted to.
Not you, huh? Every day of my life up till recently, my personality stayed the same. At least my way of thinking has. I saw life as some sort of trash game, not worth playing.
Huh?
But things are shifting. I ran into this other gamer. They're just as good as I am, though their attitude can be intense. Anyway, they went on how life's really this god-tier game. At first I didn't know what they were talking about. They managed to sell me on a few mechanics, so I grabbed the controller and started taking the playthrough of life a little more seriously. But now, after learning different strats and putting in the effort, I'm finally grasping how to play. I hate to say it, but they might be right. Look, as far as a game goes, I don't know if it's god tier, but at least I can say this much. It is a pretty decent title.
But not one of the best, huh?
I'll have to get back to you on that. Still though, you've got to admit, I've come a long way.
I guess so.
The point is, it's never too late. If you want to change to Izumi, I say go for it. And you will, I'm sure.
Good job. It's like the sword you had equipped just happened to work on the boss's elemental weakness, while your shield amazingly ended up blocking the boss's elemental attack. It's miraculous. Plus, and I have to admit, it was a miracle you brought about yourself.
Yeah, I guess that was all me.
Careful not to be overconfident.
Huh?
You forget there's another heroine in your playthrough. So what's the deal? Have you decided if you're gonna ask Fuka on a date?
I'm going back and forth, but... I mean, I've mostly made up my mind.
Well, I won't ask what your decision is, but be sure to tell me when you're certain. And if you end up asking her out, you'll be needing these. 2 tickets for a movie sneak peek this Sunday.
Kikuchi? I want to talk to you for a sec. Kikuchi, can we talk about something for a minute? I'm coming off way too strong.